me, David Norrie.
Yes.
Get it to a real quarterback, right? No. A lot of pride for UCLA. Kurt Lipke wants to know via Facebook.com/ESPNU, how much of an impact does crowd noise have on a game? Really? Are we fans actually impacting the game or just destroying our vocal cords? Go Ducks! As loud as Kurt can possibly say. So quarterbacks, let's hear it from you. Does this actually play a factor in the outcome of the game, Tommy?
I think it plays a huge factor. And if it did not, you would not see all these teams in the shotgun with the hiccup with their ankle, the snap under here, the offensive lineman holding hands, and everybody would be back under the center with a little lift to the center to make sure that the ball comes up on time. That's how much of a dramatic effect noise can have on the quarterback position.
I think for the quarterback position is one thing, but playing tight end, I used to want to shut the crowd up. If it was a third down and I know I can catch the ball and keep the chains moving, you can hear a pin drop in some stadiums. I don't care how loud they are. So I think from that standpoint, the skilled guys, you want to make big plays so they will be quiet and have to come back and gear up again, and you're marching down the field, just like UCLA did against Texas, I think.
And the pass rushing aspect, like from a defensive line, a huge difference. I mean, the cadence at home for a team is they're so good, they're so clicking, they get off the ball faster. When you start going on the road and the crowd noise, they don't see things as well, they don't hear things as well. And if you want some proof, how about that West Virginia LSU game? Did you see Geno Smith? He got underneath the guard. He was sitting there checking plays.
We've all done that before.
He's like, and then the crowd's getting crazy, and he's like, and Noel Devine's going, scoot over, the tackle's going, scoot over.
I remember I did that one time. I was a rookie, and Zonka, I was walking to the line of scrimmage, and Zonka said, hey, Bob, he said, what's the snap count? So I turned around and talked to him, and I walked back up the line of scrimmage, and I was watching, it was my first game, and it was Butkus, and he was yelling and screaming, so I was looking at him, so I put my hands under what I thought was my center, was my right guard, Larry Little. But he didn't know me from Adam. He jumped about 6 feet in the air. What you doing, rookie?
What are you doing, rookie?
Was it a false start?
I just sheepishly came over, and Butkus, I looked over, he just smiled.
No team,
Yeah, that's right.
And you talk about crowd noise because you see everybody does it now. They try to practice with it. They try to simulate it and practice. You cannot simulate it. I don't care how loud you crank up the crowd noise. It is just not the same. You do the whisper drill where you whisper it. But, I mean, literally, it happens in the huddle. You playing at Florida Field or one of these SEC stadiums, I could be this far from somebody, and they literally have to read your lips with the play call because they cannot hear it.
I will say, you know what, Outson is really loud. But you go out there, and they think it is the loudest place on earth. Got to tell you, you go to Tiger Stadium or Bryant-Denny Stadium or the Swamp or Sanford Stadium, even when things are rolling, there's a difference between SEC noise and noise anywhere else.
But I think it used to be loud at Autzen. When they rebuilt it, it's not as loud.
Oh, it still is.
It
still is.
Yeah.
The bottom line is, for a quarterback on the road to go into a loud stadium, it's just another pain in the butt. It's just something else you have to deal with.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned, today they have, you know, the hand signals
moving the knees,
and all that. It's just, but you have to prepare for it. You have to, you know, you much rather be playing at home where you don't have to worry about the noise. When you raise your hands, the noise goes down.
Calm down.
You do this on the road, boy, it just goes straight up.
One good point to that, as a quarterback, it also translates to your offensive linemen and skill guys. If they see you're nervous, it makes them a little skittish.
And what a week it makes for Chip Kelly. Last week he was even cranking up the heat in the practice facilities for the Ducks going to the desert. This week the players saying he's blaring Circle of Life from the Lion King from the speakers. They're at home. He can. He calls the shots now. So he's a big, big fan of the Tony Awards, and we're finding out exactly that from Chip Kelly. More to come here on The Experts.